Hello everyone, welcome to the video, and this is episode 2 of my BatSMP series. We're on season 3 of my SMP, and in this video I'm going to start off by getting villagers. So the last video got uploaded on day 4, and we are now on day 6 of the SMP, and I spent all of yesterday doing some more terraforming. I decided I was sick of mining stone, so I just decided to keep using up the shovels, and we are now on the last 2 of the 100 stone shovels, which is kind of crazy. I will do a before and after of this side of the mountain. You know, last time I did that side, now I'm doing this side. Yeah, so I basically started from like where the snow layer started, and I've done all of this. And obviously I've got quite a bit to go now with the stone, but this is my last iron pickaxe. I do have a bit more iron, but I think I can do better than this. Okay, so first of all I'm going to take my boat here, and we are going to be making our way to spawn, because the spawn islands are going to be the shopping district for this season, and I am making a communal village area. It's going to have an entry fee, so I can still make diamonds from it. But I want to get almost every book, and I also want to have an iron farm and things like that. I just think it's going to be very useful for not just me, but everyone else. So, let's go. Okay, so you will notice I'm not actually at spawn right now, but I am at a village close to spawn. So we're just going to take 2 of these guys, we're going to bring them over, and we're going to make a villager breeder. Okay, so the ocean is like just over that way. So I think to get the villagers over there, since I don't really have a good way of transporting them right now, I'm just going to try the Exuma way, which he showed at the start of Hermitcraft Season 11. He basically just breaks all the workstations and then places a trail of them in the way that you want the villagers to go. And in theory, they should follow that trail. Now, when I was last here, I somehow left a junk pile that had 1 piece of redstone dust. So, that's perfect. Okay, we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Okay, guys? Well, they do seem to be close to it. That could be a coincidence. Okay. Anyway, this would have actually been a lot better if I had a lead, you know, but I think it's fine. Are they following it? No, they're not. Okay, you know what? Get in. No, okay, well, you're going up. That's helpful. I don't know if it's going to stay powered long enough for me to move the boat onto the block, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, now I just need to do that about 50 times. Ace from the future here with the voiceover, because I kind of forgot to talk. Basically, I killed cats for a lead, as you can see me crafting right there. I leaded the boat. Led the boat? I led the boat. Yep, we took it over the hill. And yeah, took them to spawn. Okay, so this is a map of the spawn islands right here. I believe I am here. And I think this is probably a pretty good place to make my villager area. Okay, I'm just flying around in spectator now, because it's a lot easier to see like the scale of things when you're actually in the game. And I mean, there's even like this area here. This is a pretty flat area. This would be pretty good. You know, I might do it on that big flat area. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll do it on the big flat area. I love the new lead mechanics, by the way. This would have been so much more annoying to do without the new lead mechanics. Like, look at that. The boat goes up a block. That's crazy. Nearly fell in a hole. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, I might just put them in here. I don't have any torches on me. Oh, shh. Okay. Okay, so since this hole was already mostly dug out, I think I'm just gonna fill in the sides here. And obviously add a roof on it so that nothing can drop down into the villages. Okay guys, don't die. I will be back in a bit with torches, more blocks hopefully, and a lectern, and food. Okay, have fun. Voiceover race again, except this is on a different day now. While you watch me travel back to my base, I just want to thank you all, whoever is watching this right now. I just want to thank you. I talk about this a lot, I know, but I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and this footage was actually recorded a few weeks ago now because I did so much during the first week of the SMP that I put myself into a flare-up, and I haven't been able to do, like, anything. So, I know we're only 5 minutes into the video, but I just want to thank you for taking your time to appreciate my time spent not only making the video but also facing the consequences for like the weeks afterwards when I do too much. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to the video. One day I'll be bothered to finish my starter base and have a portal. That day is not today. Yeah, I started putting all of the blocks into chests over here. We've got a lot of cobblestone and just slightly less dirt. Actually, wait, no, we've got more dirt. Wait, no, hold on. It's about an even amount. But looking at how much stone I've got to mine, it's definitely not going to be even in the end. Anyway, let's take like a couple stacks, I guess. Now, I am not walking that whole way back. Okay, now I need to think of a way of getting in and out of there that other mobs can't also do. Maybe just put a ladder in there, and then I can just fall in every time. I don't have any wood on me. Of course I don't have any wood on me. Okay, villagers. Now you've got beds. Here's some food. Enjoy. Am I missing a step? How to breed villagers Minecraft Bedrock. Safe area. Okay. That explains it. I'm gonna go around here. I'm gonna dig underneath until I find the cave with the zombies. You guys want to make babies now? No? Wait a second, hold on, wait. It said something about mob griefing as I closed it. Right, okay, so you need mob griefing turned on to breed villagers, okay. And wow, okay, that was very easy. Amazing, guys. Amazing. We now have 3 villagers. Oh, did I just see them throw more bread? They better be. I gave them, like, almost a stack of bread. They better be using it. Yes. Yes. Another one. Amazing, guys. Okay, you're doing great work. Okay, cool. So, I don't know how many villagers I'm actually aiming to get. I think I'm just going to aim for the main ones first, like efficiency 5, mending, silk touch maybe, you know, stuff like that. Okay, we also have a bit of a farm growing there. And yeah, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some wool to make more beds, and I'm going to make my way back to spawn, and I'm just going to re-roll villagers for a little bit, because I'm feeling a bit tired right now, so I don't really feel like doing any commentary. It is good to be back and recording on the BatSMP server again, finally. I don't know why I decided to start counting real life days and telling you guys what day it was in real life on the SMP. But I guess that's kind of helped me out a bit now, because the first half of this episode was recorded on day 6, like I said, and it is currently day 29. I haven't recorded in about 3 weeks, or just over 3 weeks. So I'm just gonna quickly catch you guys up on what I've done the past few weeks while I mine the steep slate. So first of all, I re-rolled the villagers. I got a silk touch book, a mending book, efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3, and I just thought that's probably good for now. So then I got this pickaxe, which needs a name. If you guys want to comment a name down below, then I might pick a name if someone comments to name my pickaxe. I also enchanted a diamond shovel for my friend Vex, who is doing a lot of digging, so they need a shovel.
I really suck at saying thank you or anything.
Like, stop praying, I guess that's what I do.
Stop praying.
Yeah, like the, wait, what's it called?
The Lord's Prayer.
I don't know.
I've not
Well,
been to church since I was in primary school, so.
yeah, me neither.
I just had to learn it, like, 5 different times in religion, like in class.
Last time I went to
So,
church was to do singing for the Harvest Festival.
what the fuck is that? Why is there a prehistoric snail?
The immortal snail.
It's a
What the
Nautilus.
fuck?
Anyway, you're welcome for the shovel, Vex. Also, when enchanting, you obviously need a lot of XP. So I found a zombie spawner in my ancient city on a live stream, and I turned that into an XP farm. I was going to show the first person time lapse of me doing that, but me being my dumb self, paused the recording and forgot to unpause the recording. Sorry for all the cuts, by the way. I cannot word a single sentence right now. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about all I've done. I've not really actually been on the server much. But anyway, I'm back now, and I left you guys off with the villagers, and we will be building that shop next episode. But for this episode, I'm finally going to get some work done on my starter base. I'm not going to finish it today because I just don't have the resources for that. But I do have a bit of a block palette planned. So obviously in the first video I mentioned that the cave's going to get darker and darker, and I'm going to use glass to make that happen. But I also want that to be reflected on the walls and floors and ceiling. So I'm going from deep slate to tough to stone, which is why I was mining deep slate at the start there. Now, around all the glass and stuff, I will be using cobbled deep slate, and I started mining that with a non-silk touch pickaxe, but then I remembered you can just use a stone cutter for that now. You can now turn it into cobbled deep slate, so I can still mine it with efficiency 5 and still get the cobbled, so that's really good. Okay, so I've got about a stack of turf and a stack of stone, and obviously I've got a lot more deep slate, and I've also got some ores that we could maybe use. And I've got some dripstone because I want some dripstone details in there. And I also have some skulk in case I want to use that anywhere. And I think that should hopefully be enough to at least get the front section of the cave done today. Okay, so you can see off camera, I've marked out where the glass is going to go. And I've also done some of the walls, but I ran out of cobbled deep slate before I could actually finish that. For the rest of this episode, I'm going to be doing this section of the cave here, which should technically be quite easy. It's quite a small cave, but we'll see because my brain is not working today. So I don't think I'm going to need much stone for this because most of this is going to be replacing stone with the darker blocks. But I want to start off by having just a basic stone canvas to work with. Okay, that's all stone now. So I think I'm probably going to start here with some deep slate. Thanks, cave sound. Okay, do I want to see the top or do I want to see the side? I think the top's probably better. Okay, I think that's probably a good amount of deep slate. We don't want the darkness to come too far forward because a lot of it is going to be made with the glass. So we just kind of want a bit of a transition so it doesn't go from like black glass getting darker and darker to just stone. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I have noticed though I've not been talking. Like the whole point of this is I was meant to like talk as I do this. This is going to be a very short video. Also, talking about the video, I think I'm gonna stop making videos my main priority for a few months. For a couple different reasons. One of the reasons is, well, I guess this is kind of 2 in 1. Anyway, videos take a lot of energy to make, and summer is coming up now, and I already don't have energy in the summer. So, don't really have energy to me making videos. I think if I'm going to be working on Minecraft things, I'm going to try and put that energy into getting stuff ready for the BatSMP movie, which I've spoken a bit about on stream, but I haven't actually spoken about it that much. So I know that you guys don't really know much about it yet, but I do need to actually get stuff done for it. Like, it's not going to get done itself, and I'm not going to have the energy to get it done if I'm making videos. So I figured that summer, when I already don't have a lot of energy, it's probably the best time to do low energy tasks, like just building and not having to talk about what I'm doing as I'm building. Which, ironically, is what I've been doing when I shouldn't be doing it. So, okay, so I think I'm just going to put a bit of a bit of dripstone in kind of like random places. But I also want it to be like, kind of like, almost looking like teeth. Like, God, I really, like, cannot get my brain working today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Framing it, that was the word I was looking for. It's framing the opening. This looks really bad. Let's go get a bed. And that's also, I'll talk about how I'm going to make this my starter base, because right now this is just a cave. I've realised that these are actually, like, not in line with each other, so I think that's what was making it look weird. Now, let me actually explain how this is going to be a starter base. So, basically, this is actually a good bit to walk through. I, on my creative world, did a bit of testing with the glass, and if I just have, like, one pathway going through here, it's actually not that visible. So I think that could work out pretty well. Yeah, so basically my starter base is going to be behind the glass. So like all of these blocks wouldn't have glass. And that way I can just walk in and out. And from here, you'll like actually barely be able to notice a difference. It's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I think for now I'm just going to be putting my bed in here. And then it's kind of like a base then. The dripstone's like a lot further forward than I wanted it to be. Okay, you know what, let's move this all back a bit. I think instead of having dripstone in front of the turf, I'll have it replacing some of the turf blocks. There we go. See, that's the kind of thing I had in mind, although that is blocking the view. Okay, I think that's alright. I feel like it's really hard to do this without making it symmetrical in any way. That's a bit better, okay. Anyway, so let me add a little bit further forward as well. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So then I'll probably walk through here and then maybe I won't walk through there. Okay, I'll walk through here and then that's a pretty good path straight into my base. Okay, and now for the final detail, I will add in a little bit of ore. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with how this cave turned out, you know. I think it actually looks pretty cool. And obviously it will look a lot cooler when I've got the glass in here, because right now it's just a big open space. But yeah, no, I think this is a pretty cool starter base, and it's a good start to the starter base. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is going to be it for today. I think we got a lot done. I mean, we got villagers ready, and we got the start of a starter base. So, I'm really happy with the progress I made today, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you did enjoy, maybe consider, I hate saying this, but maybe consider liking and subscribing. And if you don't, I hope you have a good day. If you do, I hope to see you again. Bye!